Welcome back, YouTubers, to an everyday encounter from an aspect. As you're fully aware, as I said so many times before, this is based on the Learning Disabilities series on the topic of Charles Hallett's Dunn's topic, which I will address to you all so far. That I've introduced the introduction about how teachers and professors struggles with everyday students that has learning disabilities, and basically I'm giving you guys an alignment on it all, how to identify students with learning disabilities, bringing out some key methods hopefully later on in the piece, which is probably in the fourth part of the series, on how you can go about it, and just a bit of my advice and tips along the way with it all, so that you can actually understand how kids work with a learning disability, so that hopefully it can benefit to you and the student in class, as well as having a safer learning environment for them, so that they don't feel that they're getting judged, pressured or criticised by the teachers. Not for the do, this is part 3 of the series, of the learning disability series of, the Charles Hallett's Done. So this one is, as I said, gift of learning. How smart are you? Teachers may ask, and others may ask this question. Basically, instead of asking how smart we are, maybe ask us, what makes us smart or something. But obviously we know that we are all different, unique and gifted creators that, of our life story and journey. Despite that, with that in mind, while being unique and gifted, they can challenge or send doubt in the minds of the lecturers, professors and everything else about us, that they think there's no hope for us, that just because we're far advanced in our way of learning, maybe, for example, that we were never going to guarantee to get out there and stuff. This is the wrong way of thinking. However, you guys who are teachers, lecturers and that needs to be aware, as I'm addressing this to you, that you need to buckle down and actually think like a student and actually act like a student, and to a degree that they will be able to understand you and we'll be able to understand you as well, vice versa, as in the way of give and take. Many people, especially the teachers, lecturers, professors and the like, may assume or have that kind of thinking in their mindset just because we're sitting down minding our own businesses with this learning disability, whatever it may be, for example ADD, ADHD, autism and the like, that they may tend to think or assume the wrong way about us, is the label intellidates will come out that we're dumb, stupid, that we're an interruption in class, and all these other like featured labels, which obviously we need to remember these are just labels. We can be more than a label, like I'm trying to learn now with my ES and depression and everything. I'm more than that label, and I can conquer everything through the right attitude, right thinking and behaviour, as well as being with the right people for support, just to support me in everything that I do. What does it feel like to be different in a way that others pretty much, different to us, not smart enough to do the work yet. Obviously, we tend to question that some of the ones that are not doing the work with this learning disability, not being able to do the work, but then again, as I said, there are different management strategies, teaching strategies that should be put into place here today. Like I said, for example, when NZQA was come about, there has been some good hands-on stuff for some of us learners that are tactile, hands-on and whatnot. But then again, you've got to remember an acronym that will basically, for this part, is BLISS. Obviously, for this teaching method styles, obviously we know that there are at least 4 of them out of that acronym of the BLISS. Well, I call it BLISS, but it's pronounced as BLISS for some reason after my research that I've conducted up to you lot. Okay, for the B, obviously, it's body. This represents the kinetics of the movement. That involves with the students that are actually like athletes, they're dancers, that move around a much, the gymnastics, they're obviously active, they like to burn off steam, they like to, run around and do stuff. L, the logic, linguistic, quantitative thinkers, obviously, they'll be the ones that maybe be the type of people that will solve problems, be it physicians, be it clinicians, be it scientists, be it mathematicians, for those examples. I, the intra or interpersonal kind of people. These are the ones that look inwardly, pretty much. These are the ones that are like classified as introverts. And those are ones that, like I said before, are the ones that maybe suffer from ADD, HDD, and another form of autistic like feature that I can't remember off the top of my head. a form of autism does this as well, but many autistics may do this as well. Last but not least is spatial, which is obviously the musical talented ones, which obviously involves making music, composing music, shall we say. They're the ones that basically write songs as well as composing the music to their song, you know, be it a rap artist, the performers, they like to maybe act around us, you know, being in the drama club, drama academy, wherever that case will lead them. Obviously, as I said before, music artists, you know, creating their own songs in their own right of mind, so to speak. What you've got to bear in mind though, however, we need to look at the student, change the story of learning as well as the style of learning. What I'm meaning here is many people are questioning me with this. What do you mean by changing the story and style of learning? I better get down and dirty. Well, not down and dirty as such, but you know. What I'm meaning here is, as I said before, many students with learning disabilities has different methods and techniques of how they learn. So if we can integrate what we know that best fit for us as well as that student, by all means we should be able to introduce it to them. But sometimes some students, as I said, will be slow gradual learners. So take the time to get to know their student, know their needs, meet their needs in a way that hopefully won't be too daunting for them, too overwhelming to the point where they just want to withdraw from the class and just maybe forget about going into class at all. And most importantly, never overlook a child with certain gifts that they've given of their talent, be it whatever it may be. If they're 2 years ahead in maths level, or they're good at making music without having the help from you lot, they're good at playing music by ear, don't overlook it. You know, you may be surprised that many of us do mistake ourselves by basically overlooking kids with these sort of talents and gifts that they have. You know, many people may still struggle to this day trying to figure out, you know, what they're gifted, you know, how they're gifted, what their gifts are, and how they're going to bring out their gifts, be it whatever it may be it speaking in public, be it maybe a musician, actress, and the like. You know, we need to just hang tight and obviously just know what's best for them and whatnot, you know. And yeah, obviously another one is it's important to know what is expected of them when you're teaching, obviously, because obviously if you don't give them a method of teaching style or an outline of certain perspective of what's going to be required from them to complete a task that's given to them, you know, they may feel lost. You know, even though some of us may be visual learners, as I said before, they might want a bit of, you know, diagrams here and there as well as short notes. Some of us might be different learners as such, but, you know, whatever learning disability, we need to put our hands up and actually say, oh yes, we need to do something about this and actually go about this in our merry way. You know, also another form of thing that I want to address to you all before I end this is we can focus on what we can control and influence the students, understanding these learning traits and behaviours towards them by rewriting them for ourselves into something that we can master and learn for ourselves. Just remember to take a moment though, however, to think about all the different students with the different needs to be met. Like a child who gets anxiety or panic attacks over exams and situations. Number two, a child is so bright yet refuses to do the work you gave them in class. To be continued obviously in this part of the series of the gifted part, or just the part of the learning disabilities on how to manage these different learning disability styles, sort of thing that I'm going to address more in depth of the curriculum or some sort of managing technique that hopefully will work in your favour, as well as an alignment and encouragement to you all. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your support. Give me a thumbs up for it, you know, for encouragement, and it's also basically comment below or subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Share the videos to family and friends as well as the links, pretty much because I want to address certain topics right now that I feel in my heart to share right now, to hopefully be in alignment so that everything can come to light, that we are better understanding of me as a person, and not just me as a person but other people outside the autistic community as well as inside the autistic community that I've been socialising with on Facebook. Private message me if need be on basically SB Answers All, my community page on Facebook, if you really need someone to talk to, or just private message me there just for maybe a topic that you want me to share. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all soon.